Shadow from the Past. In the heart of Africa, nestled between the rolling hills and the sprawling savanna, lay the village of Umoja. For generations, the villagers lived a life of peace and prosperity, bound by traditions and a deep connection to the land. However, there was one part of their history that was shrouded in mystery and fear: the legend of the shadow from the past. The story began centuries ago when a powerful chieftain named Kamau ruled Umoja. Kamau was a wise and just leader, but his reign was marred by a series of inexplicable disappearances. Villagers vanished without a trace, and whispers of a dark force lurking in the forest spread like wildfire. Kamau, determined to protect his people, ventured into the depths of the forest alone. He was never seen again. In the present day, Umoja was led by a young and courageous woman named Amina. Unlike her ancestors, Amina was not afraid of the legends that haunted her village. She believed in seeking the truth, no matter how frightening it might be. When a new wave of disappearances began to plague Umoja, Amina knew it was time to confront the shadow from the past. With the village elders' reluctant blessing, Amina gathered a small group of the bravest villagers to accompany her into the forest. Among them was Kofi, a skilled tracker, Nia, a healer with knowledge of ancient herbs and remedies, and Jabari, a warrior with unmatched strength and courage. Together, they embarked on a journey that would test their resolve and uncover secrets long buried. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the atmosphere grew eerie. The trees seemed to whisper, and the shadows danced with a life of their own. The group pressed on, guided by a map left by Amina's grandfather, who had also attempted to unravel the mystery years before. Along the way, they encountered strange symbols carved into the trees and ancient relics half buried in the undergrowth. One night, as they camped near a clearing, Nia discovered an old, weathered journal. Its pages were filled with entries from Kamau himself. The chieftain had documented his journey and the strange occurrences he encountered. He wrote of a hidden temple dedicated to an ancient deity, said to control the shadows and command the spirits of the forest. Kamau's final entry spoke of a ritual to appease the deity and end the curse once and for all. With this newfound knowledge, Amina and her companions pressed on, determined to find the temple. Their journey was fraught with danger. They faced treacherous terrain, wild animals, and the ever-present feeling of being watched. Yet, their resolve never wavered. Finally, they reached the temple, a majestic structure covered in vines and moss. Inside, they found intricate carvings depicting the history of Umoja and the deity that had once been worshipped there. At the center of the temple was an altar adorned with offerings from centuries past. Amina knew what needed to be done. Following Kamau's instructions, she led the group in performing the ancient ritual. As they chanted and made offerings, the air around them grew thick with energy. The shadows that had haunted them began to coalesce into a single towering figure. The shadow from the past spoke in a voice that echoed through the temple. It revealed itself to be the spirit of the ancient deity, angered by the villagers' abandonment of the old ways. Amina, with a calm and steady voice, spoke to the spirit. She explained that while the village had changed, the respect for the land and its spirits remained strong. She asked for forgiveness and promised to honor the old traditions in a way that fit their new lives. The deity, moved by Amina's sincerity, agreed to lift the curse. The shadows receded and the air cleared. The disappearances stopped, and the villagers could finally live without fear. Amina and her companions returned to Umoja as heroes, having faced the shadow from the past and emerged victorious. From that day forward, the village of Umoja thrived, blending the wisdom of the past with the promise of the future. The legend of the shadow from the past became a story of courage and unity, a reminder that even the darkest secrets can be brought to light with bravery and an open heart.